Hello everybody, this is a small show on the water infrastructure with some paintings I designed and my son drew it because he is a student and he needed some money to survive. My name is Ruediger Heidebrecht. I'm working for DWA, the German Association for Water, Wastewater and Waste. I'm head of the Department of Training and International Cooperation, and I'm supporting training in many countries worldwide and in Germany. 80% of the world wastewater is not treated. There's much to do, so let's start. Okay, let's start with the first slide. We have here the drinking water abstraction. So most of the drinking water in Germany, at least 70%, comes from groundwater wells. Here you see some wells, and they get the water from the embankment of a river. You also see on the left-hand side a biogas plant in Germany. We have about 8,000 of these energy plants. The water flows to the drinking water treatment plant. So there is a treatment process with sand filters and ozone and all the different steps to clean the water. But hopefully, and that's very important, that the drinking water abstraction area is protected so that we get a good clean water resource. After treatment, of course, you have to storage the water in some tanks around the areas, and it should be cold and protected so that the customer can take the water whenever it's needed. If you have a soccer game, then you need a lot of water in the half break, so we store the water for the consumption. Water goes to the cities, to high skyscrapers, but also the fire brigade. They need water. And you see also here the red water connections for the fire brigade, and the pressure must be there, and it's always in rings. That means the water protection, if some pipes fails, the water supply can still be there. And of course it's measured everywhere so that we know where the water goes. The water goes to houses, to industry and trades. Here you see a normal conventional house. Water comes in the water meter at the beginning, and at the outflow the backflow protection valve is there. This is a traditional house. Here you see a more modern house. That means the rainwater is harvested. Here on the left hand side you see a cistern, and the rainwater is pumped back to the toilet and the washing machines. So you can save a lot of water by using rainwater harvesting. It's pretty common in Germany nowadays, but it's also all over the world. It's pretty much needed. Coming from the house, the sewer network is there. So long pipelines. We have more than 1.5 million kilometers in Germany. Big pipes, smaller pipes, retention tanks, whatever. We have to inspect it, we have to clean it, you have to maintain it. So that's what we do. Also DWA is doing a lot of this training for the sewer rehabilitation and protection work. In the sewer, it's not only the wastewater from the humans and the industry, it's also the rainwater. So we have to deal with the rainwater, and the pipes are quite big sometimes. Here's a retention tank and an overflow into the rivers, and you see soakaways to keep the water where it is. The Sponge City is the name for this future development. The water goes into the wastewater treatment plant. First of all, you lift it up, then it goes to the screen, to the grid chamber, to the primary tank, activated sludge process, secondary clarifier, and then hopefully it's well treated and it goes to the further step. But it's not only what we treat, we also have to take care about the sludge, and the sludge makes a lot of headache all over the world. Here in this picture we dry it and then we incinerate it. Germany is going to incinerate most of the sewage sludge and to recover the phosphor for fertilizing the fields. On the right hand side you see the energy production, which is also very much needed on the wastewater treatment plant. Treated wastewater, or reclaimed water as we call it, is used for agricultural purpose, to recharge the underground, or even in some countries like Windhoek to discharge it back into the drinking water pipelines. But of course it has to be more treated with more modern technology. But water is needed for agriculture. 70% of the world's water is used for agriculture. Now we come to the end. The water goes back either into irrigation and groundwater, or it goes back to the rivers over a high flood pumping system. You see the gauging station. We have to measure the rivers so that we know what's going on, and we have to clean the water so that the fishes and the animals can live in a clean river, and we give it back to the environment. Here you see the pictures on the right hand side. This was used in Jordan during a training. It's good to visualize the water sector and the infrastructure, so it's much more easy to understand where the water comes from, where the water goes. This is for school purpose, but it's also for educational things for engineers and citizens. If you like that show, have a look on my blog in WordPress or on the YouTube channel. There you find a lot of videos over there for different topics, for training in Germany, world skills and other activities. Learning is very important. The citizens, the students, everybody should know where the water comes and where the water goes. Water is needed for the world. Okay, that's it. Goodbye and greetings from Germany. We are lucky we have a country with a quite good water system and qualified people. But it's a long way, and in the 60s German rivers were pretty much ugly and pretty much dead. So now we can swim back in the River Rhine and the River Sieg and other rivers.